Hello YouTube, I am back with an update of my life. So if y'all have time, go ahead and well shoot, most of y'all on the quarantine just like me, so y'all probably already got y'all snacks and stuff ready. So let's go ahead and get into it. As y'all can tell, I've actually got my face beat today. There's nothing else to do, so I said, well, let me go ahead and play around with this makeup. So no, your camera's not deceiving you. My eyes are giving monochromatic red tees. I got various shades of red. This is like 4 different tones of red on my eyes. So no, I am not sick because sometimes red under the eye can give the illusion of sickness. I was careful not to pack it on too much under the eye and went with a darker tone under the eye as opposed to a very bright red. But I try to balance it out. So y'all tell me what y'all think of this little monochromatic look that I got going on. And y'all can't really see it on camera because of the lights, but I also got a little bit of purple on my cheeks as well. Don't pick up too much in the lights, but it does make for a much softer contour. If y'all caught my Juvia's video on my main channel, y'all can tell that this is not as harsh on my skin as the contour, because y'all know I got shade 3 in Juvia's foundation. I'm in the concealer, and that was giving me like Grace Jones sculpted versus this is more like a soft sculpted tease with this purple eyeshadow. It accentuates my cheekbones without having to give that stark darkness to me. So it's just a nice even blend all over. So y'all tell me what y'all thoughts are. But anyways, let's get into the thoughts of my life. So as y'all know, the entire beauty industry has been affected for the most part, and it looks like it's going to get far worse. They're making predictions that April 1st, April Fools, motherfucker, we about to be on lockdown. And it ain't no that. I mean, who decided to make it on April like that? They couldn't have did the second or third. It's like right on April Fool's Day, where we would think it's a joke. Oh, you know what? We're going to initiate martial law. We're going to take away your constitutional rights. We putting y'all on lockdown. We running out of toilet papers and stuff. It ain't even stocking back up, honey. I wish I had some stocks in Charmin right about now. Charmin, pick up a Charmin. Honey, them motherfuckers darn gone sitting fat like motherfucker darn gone obese rats right about now. Now, I'm still confused on if we all stuck in our houses. I don't know why the hand sanitizer industry is making so much money, because it's like, I still question people on that. It's like, if you stuck in your house under quarantine, why do you need a dozen things of hand sanitizer when your sink and water is still running? And then you can't say that your power is out, because they done made it where you they can't even shut your power off during this crisis. So I'm really questioning why there are still bars of soap, whether it's natural soap or chemical-based soap such as Dove or Olay or soap. I'm still questioning why the soap is on the shelf, but y'all are fighting over the hand sanitizer. But y'all supposed to be in the house. I still don't get that. I honestly still don't get that. I finally found me some darn gloves after going to 4 different stores. We're going to make a Walmart run tomorrow to stock up on more of the cat food for my cat, and a couple other things as well, some natural, since obviously y'all ain't the one thing that ain't darn gone I don't have to worry about fighting over is the produce. Y'all motherfuckers gonna drain out the can section as if we darn gone having a tornado as opposed to a pandemic and it's like, okay, yeah, you stocking up for weeks, but it's like you didn't think to get the fruits and the vegetables, and it's like getting a machine where you can dehydrate the fruits and put them in store. Because I know some of y'all thinking, well, I got the canned goods because they last longer, even though it's drowned in high fructose corn syrup, which actually the high fructose corn syrup interferes with your body's respiratory system, thus making you a little bit more prone to contracting corona if you was to get in contact with it, as opposed to if you get your fresh fruits and vegetables, get the little machine that puts it in a plastic bag and seals it, and then you can put your stuff in the freezer. Or if you got a big old two-sided, put it in whatever freezer you have. Deep freezer, regular freezer, top freezer, whatever, refrigerator or freezer you have. You can do that like that. But I digress. Honey, let them not find out that information until after I hit Walmart tomorrow. Get my darn on natural chips and my darn on Boathouse Farm smoothies and shit. Y'all fight over that darn on 70. I still can't get over the fact that a bitch brought $70 worth of soda and did not have one thing of orange juice in her car. I still can't get over that. But what is bothering me is what we're going to do with this crisis as far as beauticians. Because y'all know we are classified as self-employed. Even if y'all are working for a business such as Hand and Stone, if you're working for Massage Envy, most of y'all, if y'all are not the clerk, y'all work on straight commission. So it's like, yeah. And the way that they been arguing, some of y'all thought, oh, they done passed everything. No. The only thing they passed was the fact that you can access your unemployment benefits if you are hourly. And they have passed expansions towards food stamps and other stuff like that. But as far as the stimulus checks, that haven't gone through as of yet. They still haven't came on amount. They still arguing whether it's $1,000, $1,200. Auntie Maxine, which I'm here for, honey, wants to push it towards $2,000 along with Cory Booker and make it more where the poor can get some of the money. The poor to low middle class. For us to make under $50,000 a year. Because the way that it's set right now, honey, it ain't. You only getting about $600 if you're lucky, if you in the poor bracket. And honey, if you make over $99,000 by yourself, honey, it's a wrap for you. 150, I think it's 150 is where they start cutting you down for a married couple, no children, and then of course $500 per child. So they still going back and forth with that. So I'm trying to figure out how in the hell they gonna get these issues out. I done found my tax returns, so they can go ahead and judge me based off my 2019 tax returns, honey. Because the 2018, honey, was a rough year for me. So now hopefully they be judging on my 2019 returns, honey, because ooh, child. So yeah, that's where I'm at. But I ain't about to be depending on that little bit of money. Because once again, that shit ain't nothing. Once again, when you don't have children, that shit darn gonna kicks us in the ass during these times. I ain't getting nothing. I mean, granted, I got something back, and I was glad that I didn't owe taxes for once. But still, what the hell is $200? The fuck is $200 it's gonna do? Hell, that's enough to keep up with my darn pass back. And I was doing so good. I was consistently paying past my credit card debts and stuff that I had to push that back another month. Cable. Got to chop up and pay that this month. Like, god damn. Because, here's another thing. I want to do a PSA announcement. Please continue to pay your bills if you can. If you can't pay the full amount, bitch, at least pay half. Because what people is not telling you, at least if you're in the renter situation, honey, is a lot different than having a mortgage. Now, with this bill and stuff, where your landlord can't kick you out, and that's mostly in part by, honey, nobody's going to go to your house anyway. The police are dealing with more important things than to deliver a eviction notice that they can't even really act upon because your ass can't even go to the courthouse during this time. So considering that we don't even have a forecast of when this doggone shit is lifted where we can start operating back normal, honey, you can't even go to no courthouse for because an eviction is seen as more on the petty side. It's seen as a low offense. It ain't no judges holding no court now during this time for evictions. So due to that, you got some leeway to a certain extent, but this is what people ain't noticing. You darn on soon as the day is lifted, honey, you got all this stacked up here where you could have been paying it down slowly as you go. Same thing for the light bill. And once again, mortgage, y'all, it's a little bit more forgiving because it's like they'll probably give you additional 60 days after this pandemic lifts. But your landlord, honey, he or she gonna be knocking on the door the very next day. And then talking about, starting the process there. They don't even give a damn if you just started work. So, yeah, keep that in mind, y'all. Same thing for the cable. They especially greedy ass Spectrum. Honey, they'll start that price gouging and all that shit soon as the darn old shit is lifted. So yeah, and then with Republicans in control, we see what Mitch McConnell and them doing. They ain't gonna come to our aid. They not. But damn. And just when I thought they was gonna finally come through, at least with a little piece of $1,000 check, which still ain't gonna do hardly anything for us, but it would have been a little something to help some of us out. Honey, we couldn't even get that passed. Y'all Republicans ain't worth shit. God damn. We darn gone holding up darn gone checks for just giving out $1,000 to $1,200. Lord. So this is why I can't depend upon waiting on nobody. So what is Diva doing as far as prep? I thought, do I want to go ahead and purchase this desktop? And I said no. I'm going to go ahead and do what is risky right now. It is a huge risk because I'm going to double down on getting back into my aesthetics and prepping. Fortunately, I'm blessed. It's a blessing and a curse because y'all know I've been wanting to get the fuck out of this darn apartment. But, my mother is able to work at her darn because it seems like the darn play. But then again, them motherfuckers are so sterilized. They wouldn't have no reason. Granted, she's on the hot side, but it's like on that cold side, hell, the virus ain't going to damn survive. You working in certain parts where it's negative 20 degrees. On my side where I used to work at was like 30 degrees. And then every time you go in, you have to wash your hands, and they got the Dyson air dryer, so you're not even touching the dryer. It's the one where you don't have to touch it. You just put your hands under it, and it just shoots out that darn air. And then you covered with the mask and everything, the earplugs. You got the protection goggles, so even if somebody coughing, it can't even nothing can't even get in your eye because of the darn goggles that you have to wear in there. So it's like that's probably why they are so blessed to still be open. So worst case scenario, she'd be holding up on the bills for the next couple months. But thankfully, I saved up some darn coins, so I don't have to hear her mouth about that. Y'all know how she tried to get last year during a time where a bitch was unemployed for a moment. I don't want no repeat of that this year, so I still got my darn parts of the bills for now. But fortunately, if this shit continues next month, I don't have to hear too much complaints because hell, we're in the midst of a global pandemic. A bitch is high risk. Couldn't go to the hospital with my last job because they wanted to transfer some of us to the hospital. It's like, well, bitch, how the hell I'm going to work and I'm darn gonna have risk. So I got to wait till the schools open back up in the fall. And I thought I would be in a situation where, I would be leaving in June, but it looked like I'd be coming back in the fall. Because this darn pandemic done ruined all my damn plans. Darn talking about schools and shit going to be now closed until May 15th in North Carolina. Is that the same for y'all states as well? In North Carolina, they talking about schools closed until May 15th. It's like, well, shit, you might well cancel the damn year. What the fuck, at least for the campus, it's like, what the fuck we want to come back for just to have a job for less than a month? It's like, well, hell, don't school ends are like around June 10th to June 12th. It's like, what the hell, we gonna come back for just to work about 28 days? Cause we get let off in the damn summer. Now the people in the cafeteria, they be some lucky motherfuckers because they work year round. So that'll be good for them. But the ones in the restaurant, the retail, honey, we be gone until August. So it's like, do I darn on sit and keep complaining and making video after video, or do I keep do I finally, put forth some action? And what I decided to do is I'm going to put forth some action. But did I say, do I want to darn on compete during a high time where everybody's going to be trying to go for the work at home job front? I said no. I know that's shocking, but it's like, I want to darn gonna do my passion. And I know that's hard to do right now in the midst of this crisis, but it's like, at least I can prep. And this is the perfect time to stock up on certain equipments and stuff that I didn't have. Get some practice in and home in on, my craft of waxing and, skincare treatments. Continue some of my education classes, at least the online version, since we can't darn gone be in groups of 50 or more. So there goes the Bronner Brothers shows and all the Beauty Expo shows. I think this year's Hickory event is going to be canceled in North Carolina. So get my stuff online. But still, I'm not going to let this hold me back. I'm deciding I'm going to go ahead and take this the perfect time to go ahead and invest in myself and push on forward. So when this darn virus, this pandemic lifts, a girl will finally be able to go in full force as far as what I want to do. So that's what I'm thinking right now. Lord, voice darn choked up for a moment, y'all. Checking my phone real quick, y'all. But yeah, how is y'all holding up during this pandemic? Like I said, it's just crazy. Oh Lord. Brazil? There ain't nobody on the damn streets in Brazil. Lord Jesus. Ain't nothing but flashing lights of people in their darn own houses. But anyways, y'all, I'm finally taking back control of myself as far as getting back, because I gotten complacent with the online jobs. Granted, that's what I went to school first, was for marketing, but I've truly gotten more passionate about aesthetics, and it's like, I know we supposed to be on, well, they technically haven't put us on full lockdown. And they consider us beauticians to be quite essential because, people got to still look good when they go to damn work. Even if you going to work to darn gonna cut up some chicken or darn gonna store some stuff in the bags. Even if you darn gone, nobody can't see your results of your darn gone Brazilian wax. You still got to darn gonna have some confidence and look good. The barbers get to have a little bit more of an excuse because it's like people get to see your hair and stuff. Cosmetology, same thing. But hell, we Estes can say, hell, the face is the most important. Hell, your face, people got to see your face. You can cover up your hair, you can put on a wig, but you can't really cover up your face. And even when you talk about, well, Juan, you saying that, but you got a full coverage of doggone foundation on today and some sickening eyes, honey. But guess what? We beauticians, honey, got to blend in your makeup too at times because some of y'all, leave it up to y'all. Y'all be having them doggone Honey, them X-Men eyebrow. I mean them X-Men. Well, the brows too. Some of y'all be going overboard with that dermaplaning and be looking like Wolverine with the brows, honey. Looking like a drag version of Wolverine, baby. But y'all be having that darn on that eagle eye. I mean, what's the under eye? You know, y'all be doing that highlighting or whatever, and it be looking like the symbol for the darn on X-Men. I can't. It be looking like dun dun dun. Honey, the Batman done arrive, honey. You know when they sitting in the light for the darn on man of the night, child boo. So some of y'all, you know, with the makeup artists and stuff who may not necessarily be estheticians, honey, we all fall in the same umbrella. We still got to get our darn on money. Some of us is operating dirty because y'all know some of y'all cities are already on restriction. And some of y'all darn on working on it. I don't blame y'all, honey. Quiet as it's kept, I'm about to darn on be working on the low too shit. Honey, because once again, if y'all telling me y'all holding up these darn on little bit of checks, which still don't really help out with much of nothing in the grand scheme of things. I really hope they pass that darn on tax credit of $500 a month. That's what I really hope they really pass. That way, because they saying that this shit's gonna darn gonna do a turnaround come the fall. It's gonna disappear come summertime, just for us to get our summer money. And this is why I'm not darn gonna fully dependent on when I go back to the school in the fall, cause it's like here comes this shit all over again, and then don't let it be near darn on Thanksgiving or Christmas. During the time where, you know, we beauticians, we supposed to get our deep discount. Hell, we might not get no discounts and shit this year because of how hard, you know, our fellow beauticians have took the hit and shit. Hell, I don't know if we're going to have a Black Friday sale. Because it's like, oh, child, can y'all imagine if this shit comes around during Black Friday? Oh, my goodness. Child. Oh, that would be some type of darn on. Ooh, can you imagine the stores, instead of darn on fighting over the TV and the toys and the games, your ass is on Black Friday fighting over canned goods and toilet paper. And I want to know, since all these companies like Charmin and Pure done made so much more money than they was expecting. Hell, I ain't never seen so much hand sanitizer before fly off the shelf, especially with a certain demographic. So I wonder, you know, since y'all done made darn on Pure more money in a year than they have seen in 3 to 4 years, would they have a Black Friday sale during the pandemic of part 2 of the coronavirus? Like, you know what? This is what we're going to do. In wake of the huge sales that we've had in the darn on spring, we're going to darn on do a buy one, get one half off during the pandemic. Because, oh my goodness. Like I said, I know that's wrong to think of. But they said this shit supposed to make a resurgence during the fall. And it's like, well, damn. I get back to work in August. And then it's like, once again, they give me about 3 months. And just like with this one, I worked January, February, part of March, and then here we off for the rest of the darn on spring and summer. Get back in that bitch in fall with August, September, and then here comes part of October. Oh Lord, don't let it darn on ruin Halloween. Can't go to no Halloween parties. Thanksgiving motherfucking ruin. Oh look, now how would that affect darn on Thanksgiving? Now y'all know me being black, and also respecting my natives, my Native American family members as well. I don't celebrate, you know, Thanksgiving for obvious reasons on both sides. It ain't nothing to really celebrate as a Native American nor Indian for Thanksgiving, but for some of y'all that do, and then including some of my white subscribers, for y'all that do celebrate it, how's that gonna work? How y'all gonna gather? And then grandma's darn on 75 with a heart condition. The baby's 6 months old. So it's like, shit, this might ruin darn on the holidays for y'all. Can't darn on go out shop. Can't darn on gather for Thanksgiving. And then shit, the Well, hell, the Don and stuff still be on the shelves too. That's another thing. It's like, hell, y'all up in the house for all this time. You'd think y'all would have stocked up on the darn on dish detergent. Honey, common sense ain't so common. Honey, the dish detergent still look like it's almost untouched in certain aisles. And then y'all see that these restaurants, honey, it might get to the point where some of them get hit so hard with this darn gone economy that they start to close. And then it's like, you depend on Uber Eats if you want to, but that depends on independent contractors who are risking themselves to be out here driving. They ain't darn gone employees for Uber. They independent contractors. What you gonna do when now that darn gone Uber Eats bill goes from $10 to now $30-some because of the lack of darn gone Uber drivers on the street? Because they do have surge prices when demand is super high. And during this pandemic where you can't really go out like that if you high risk, what you gonna do if you got the darn gonna depend on Uber Eats? Child, boo. And then you ain't bringing no money in. So your account steady darn gonna trickling down. Baby's trickling down. Every time you hear that notification, you act like it didn't make a sound. Honey, don't act like your phone didn't make no darn gone sound. It done pinged about 5 times. Cause your ass done made an Uber purchase. Your ass done made an Amazon purchase. Like I said, I don't blame some of us who have to work on the damn low. Because Lord knows I'm going to be darn on working on the darn on low and stacking up my darn on portfolio during this time of grief. Especially since they ain't fully gave us no lockdown any damn way. So I ain't doing nothing illegal. I'm doing something risky, but it ain't damn illegal. Because like I said, can't depend on the damn government for damn shit. They arguing over darn on $1,000 motherfucking dollars. Is y'all bitches serious? Y'all literally sitting up there arguing for 7 hours. I tried my best to listen to it. Honey, I tuned out the first half hour. 7 hours and 32 minutes. Y'all arguing on the Senate floor about $1,000 motherfucking dollars. I said, oh my goodness. So yeah, your girl ain't depend. Girl is working on stacking up her darn on paper as far as getting back in the darn on status business. Getting my darn on website set up. Start doing some online consultations. Maybe even start selling products as well for people who can't see me. Especially if y'all are outside of North Carolina. So I'll probably try my best to start that up, where if you still have problems, I can do a virtual consultation and then send products out to you and instruct you and make demonstrative videos of how to use said products. And that'll be another way to keep us in business as estheticians. And my mentor Stephanie Lanes was just talking about this today. And you know what? She been told us darn on us for the past couple years about this online. Now we wish we would have listened to darn on Miss Stephanie Lanes. At least I know I should have. Granted that I did have my website, had to take it back, I had to take it down. So I got to find a decent. I might go with. She supposed to have something of hers where it's subscription, but where you can add your images of your products and all of that. So I'm going to look into all of that this year, because it's about time. Because like when this shit happens, back in the fall, when it comes fall time, because they saying it's coming in the fall, I'll be more prepared for this. I'll be still making me some income, doing something that I actually love. Because I've gotten to the point where, yeah, if I had to go and do some customer service, if I had to do some translating, whether it be French, whether it be Italian, every now and again I get a little request for some Cherokee. Believe it or not, y'all, your girl speak a little bit, a little bit enough just to get by. But yeah. The most requested though is Spanish. That's another thing I should learn how to do. It's like, bitch, It wouldn't pay if I darn knew some darn Spanish. The Spanish translators, y'all stay with a job, and then they be wanting to give y'all the good pay. Honey, the French translators, honey, they give us maybe about 50 cents to $1 above what the average customer service rep is. But honey, if you know how to speak Espanol, hola señorita, you know, if you know how to speak, you know, a little bit of Espanol, honey, you up in there. And don't have an accentless darn accent, honey. I mean, don't not have an accent at all. Ooh, they really want you. Somebody that where they can't place where you at. It's something about having an accentless voice where they really love you, because they can put you anywhere in the world, because they like to have the illusion that the person is also from where the client is from. But it's like, it's impossible with me, because it's like, bitch, you might not know I'm from North Kakalaki, but you know I'm somewhere in the damn South. Ain't nobody hearing this voice. If they switch me to a client in darn Wyoming somewhere, honey, you gonna either guess off the top of your head, I'm either from Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, North, South Carolina, Texas, Kentucky. Like, you gonna guess one of them damn states. And you ain't darn this don't sound like I'm from the motherfucking Midwest. I don't sound like I'm from the West, the North. Honey, this is straight South all motherfucking day. Unless I start speaking darn French, and then you might mistake me from being directly from the continent. But honey, I ain't blessed, and I don't wish to have. I like my darn Southern accent. Now I wish my voice wasn't as raspy though. That's the only thing that really hurts me doing some of these customer service jobs, because my voice is naturally very raspy. But even with all that, you know, I don't get too much pushback from general technical support jobs, translating jobs, because my voice, I'm still able to enunciate enough where I can get the message across. But I don't love it anymore. I mean, I used to like, and the last one I loved was Conduent, before they darn gave me the boot because I didn't make that darn 80 on the final exam. And it's like, they supposed to hire me back, and will you believe that these bitches never sent my damn equipment? So after that shit, I said, you know what, I'm done with all this, because once again, it's not my darn passion anymore. It's like, Conduent would have been the one for me, and then I could have seen myself with Kelly Connect or Concentrics. But it is like, then you have to have your own monitor, which once again I thought about going on ahead and purchasing. But it's like, do I want to go through those cans of worms? Because it's like, realistically, I don't know nothing about, you know, an Apple darn device like that. So it's like, especially if they put me, you know, over there with Apple, I said, yeah, I can learn it and I can get by, especially since we can pull up the articles and shit. But it's like, that compared to helping people transform their skin, or their hair if I decide to go back for cosmetology next year. But it's like, hell, depending on, I hope this shit don't go into 2021, because it's like, well, hell, damn, beauty school would definitely be out the question for me. Or 2022. I'm looking at 2022 for going back to beauty school, because by that time, you know, I can go ahead under my new name, because that's another thing. I'm going to finally get this middle and last name dealt with within the next year. So, but once again, this darn goes, and I'm glad I didn't start the process. Something told me to hold off on it, because I was going to start the process this month, but something just told me to hold off. And sure enough, I would have been pissed off if I would have started doing the fingerprints and, you know, submitting my background and stuff in, and pen the note onto the courthouse just for this shit to be hold up because of this pandemic. So thank goodness I didn't start it now. And then it's like, hell, this shit supposed to make a comeback during fall. So it looked like I had to be stuck with this name for a whole nother year. So yeah, we're gonna look to probably towards beauty school 2022. Because I still have a passion for hair as well, believe it or not. I still love, the art of, don't judge me by my hair, y'all. It's doing better than what it was in the past. But I still have a passion for hair. So, yeah, but once again, I need to have my first darn on, what became now my first passion, which is aesthetics. I need to have that solidified first. Because, honey, I'm not doing no student. I ain't going to be, dealing with student loans of upwards of additional $20,000. That's what we're not going to do. So, yeah. That'll be 2022. 2021 will be because the transitioning video will be up before this. So, if y'all skipped over that one, I mentioned about, the process that I will be going through with transitioning and all the costs and stuff associated with that for the surgeries. No, I am not touching my face. I already got cheekbones. I already have a thin nose. For y'all that have a wider nose, nothing wrong with that. We love all aspects of African beauty over here. My lips are nice and full as it is, so these lips will not be touched. I don't need no botulism injected into me, which is in your Botoxes. And because people don't think that, it fades every 4 to 6 months, and you keep putting that botulism in your darn own face, and it has to distribute itself somewhere. And it's like, you do know that you're injecting pretty much poison in your body. And it's dissipating in your body, but you keep injecting more and more and more. Yeah, the initial dosage that they're putting in is harmless, but you got to think about how that shit is going to affect you over time. Thank God, as a richly melanated darn on sister who is blessed to darn on produce abundance amount of collagen, I don't have to worry about that shit. But what I do have to worry about, oh Lord, let's see what this job, because I done spoke them up. Because that's the only darn on group. Because that's the only group chat I'm in. Let's see what's the diagnosis now. So what my job has been doing, right? Oh, and of course, for legal reasons, I can't show y'all the texts, because it do got people's phone numbers. Now, everybody don't have their name on here, so that gives us some anonymity. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. But that gives us some anonymity for people who don't know each other's numbers or whatever. Oh shoot, I can't turn my mobile data on. Okay, there it go. Because for whatever reason, this Samsung won't let me read my messages if it's on Wi-Fi only. I got to have my data on for me to read my messages. Oh Lord, this is a long ass letter too. Oh, child. Oh, got it. Child, boo. Not Elizabeth, child. And I wouldn't have got that no way. Honey, traveling an hour out from the darn. I thought they was darn on getting, it was about to go to Cape Kill Hospital. Child, they talking about sending us all the way out to Elizabeth. Oh, child, no. Child, no. I hope it. Talking about following the government orders. Here I am talking about darn on probably operating on clients on the damn low. And you talking about darn on, I hope you following government orders. Honey, we ain't locked down yet. Shit, it's hard out here for us beauticians. It's hard out here for the beauticians. Honey, it's hard out here for us damn beauticians talking about following some darn on orders. Bitch, they ain't even following their own orders. I just saw a video out in California. California, California, California dreaming. Honey, all the most liberal darn on city there is. You had a supposed Democrat. She done went through and cut about 52 people off on their power. They now everybody done got to notice that no power supposed to go off right during this darn pandemic. Honey, this bitch done uphold 52 people having their power and shit cut off. And then want to change the rules of the debate. Honey, that black man went the fuck off on her ass. He went the fuck off on her, talking about, oh, you out of order. It's a poll. Honey, he darn gone kept on cussing her, fussing her ass out, and I was totally here for it. I think his name was Hardy something. Honey, I was totally here for it. So, you got motherfucking congressmen they ain't in following their orders. You got darn on the whole Senate still in the darn on hoopah over darn on whether to get or not to give us $1,000 or $1,200. And then, you know, damn well they even entertaining Auntie Maxine 2000. It's like, if we can't even get these bitches to give us 1,200, you know damn well 2,000. Shit, short of darn on Mike Pence and motherfucking Donald Trump getting the coronavirus and passing away. Because I think darn on Donald Trump got it on the low, and he ain't really saying too much. How in the hell you get in contact with darn on not one, not two, but about 5 people with the virus? And then they said somebody that was close to died near him already. And it's like, bitch, your ass is 70 with a darn on wide, low waistline, a orange skin, a unnatural orange skin tone all year round. And you telling me, it'll be a miracle if him and that Voldemort, aka darn on Pence, both hit it. And then we would have our first woman president in darn on Nancy Pelosi, honey. Hell, play her cards right, honey. We can go ahead and darn on end the election process right there, because hell, if we had to pick between Nancy Pelosi and Joe Biden, now some of y'all motherfucking misogynists might try to go with darn on Biden, but honey, my darn on vote would be for darn on Nancy. Nancy, I know this ain't what you was expecting, but honey, you go ahead and take these extra 4 years. You go ahead and take these extra 4 years over darn on Joe Biden, bitch. Honey, that would be the blessing right there. Darn, and I know that's so evil to say. They might darn on shadow ban this video for this shit. But honey, wouldn't it be us low key? I know y'all Trump supporters, y'all go ahead and throw the tomatoes. But bitch, darn on both Agent Orange and Voldemort darn on be look like this up in the darn on White House come the next couple days. If them legs are up in the air in the next couple days, dun, 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 dun. Child, I don't know about y'all, and I know it's so evil to say, but I be darn on made a quick run to Family Dollar, get my darn on balloon ring, honey, that darn on blow thing. Had my mother, hell, I might finally pop me a Mountain Dew for the first time in over 6 months. I ain't had Mountain Dew since what, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. Honey, I'll pop a Mountain Dew for the first time in 6 months and do a celebratory drink to that shit. I haven't had a matter of fact, I do this. I haven't had a drink of alcohol in 2 years. Bitch, I go pop me a motherfucking bottle if that shit happen. Okay? Shit, both him and Pence go, and then Nancy Pelosi up in that bitch. Child, I go ahead and pop me a bottle, put on the, hell, I even play Cardi B. I would put me on some Cardi B music, and darn gonna do a little dance for y'all, honey. That's how darn gonna happy out. And y'all happy if you feel your happiest me to you. Honey, I'll show you how motherfucking happy that day would be. Honey, I think the whole nation, for the most part, will rejoice in this. Because we'll finally have some order back into the White House. And then we can start getting some stuff really rationed out. Now, if only darn on Trump also gets in contact with Mitch McConnell as well. Honey, that'll just be the icing on the motherfucking cake, bitch. We'll deal with the rest of the Republicans. But if you just darn on also, just touch Donald Trump, just go touch darn on Mitch McConnell's hand as well. And then we find all three of y'all with the legs kicked up. Honey, oh happy day, oh happy day. You talking about following government orders, and this motherfucking country, which was built on actual criminality and all sorts of atrocities, honey, they can't even follow orders within their own doggone parties and shit. Arguing over trying to distribute a mere $1,000. Ooh, somebody need to check they damn wrong grammar, honey. How in the hell you working in the damn college? Your vernacular. Ooh. Like I said, that's another reason why I can't show y'all these messages, because I would be petty. Because it's like, now, bitch, I don't got the best darn on vernacular my damn self. But it's like, come on now. Can't we get some of the grammar right now? I mean, granted, you ain't no school teacher or whatever. But it's like, bitch, it would behoove yourself to still have at least a certain level of vernacular when working with college students. Now, I don't expect for you to have such a high vernacular where you know what the word vernacular might even mean. I don't expect for you to know the word prevaricate over lie. I don't expect for you to be, throwing out words like, preposterous, audacious, or anything like that. Hell, I don't expect for you to even know how to spell articulate. But hell, simple darn second to third grade letter words. Like, come on now. And then your homophones. What really kills me is when people get the confusing dare, and dare. THEY apostrophe LL with THEIR, THERE. Oh, that kills me right there. And then I would accept it to a certain extent, especially if you're doing voice typing, because if you say dare, now your voice typing will chop it up. So if you're doing voice typing, I can overlook that. But 8 and 8, your phone, depending on the context of which you're saying it, it actually knows how to distinguish the two. So when people make that confusion and then try to darn on blame it on the phone, I say, bitch. Now your phone is programmed where it takes the context clues of, once again, which we learned this shit in 2nd grade. Your phone, it darn predicts what word that you're trying to convey by the surrounding context of the other words leading up to it. So if you say some shit like, I just ate, this, that, and the third, it's going to know to put ATE and not EIGHT. And if you're going to say that you purchased 8 dresses from such and such, it's not going to put ATE because it knows the context before, it uses context clues of the words before it to know which 8 that it should be using. So it's like, no, bitch, you manually put that shit up in there. Oh, that shit confused me. Hell, we was just talking about that on a live stream last night on somebody's channel about homophone. And then here my ass darn gonna accidentally say homophobe. Child. Although it was a darn gone channel that was slightly homophobe. No shade to my girl if she sees this channel. But it was like, well, hell, the irony is, I accidentally put homophobes in it. It wasn't that far off from the darn gone. Where was the lie at even in that case? But I still love you, girl. I'm just calling the spade a spade. But I'm also calling myself back to action. See, y'all thought I darn gone went on a tangent. We bringing this shit back home. So, calling myself out to action. In spite of this pandemic, in spite of this darn gone news of sending motherfuckers an hour away to Elizabethtown, honey. Hell, y'all ain't it. Although I seen some darn gone applications for our company in Fayetteville, so I don't know why they going all the way out to Elizabethtown. Child, boo. But I know this girl ain't. I will be working right here, and I will be setting up my website soon enough, and I will be doing virtual consultations. I will be stocking up on products as I do my regular clients here and reinvest that money into, expanding my products. And that way I can, by the time this shit hits in the fall and they start talking about darn on martial law and shit, your girl will be able to still sustain an income. And y'all won't have to see me put out a change.org ad for, honey, please help a darn on diva who done closed the, y'all won't be seeing me doing that, honey. So yeah, that's my darn on plan, and it will behoove all my fellow beauticians to be doing the same thing. Honey, if you were scared before, honey, this is the time now to finally go ahead and get that online business working. Finally put yourself up on camera. Hell, I'm introverted as a motherfucker my damn self, but it don't sound like it because now y'all done seen multiple hour videos of me, and I've been doing YouTube for 8 years. I know it's a little bit different because you're actually seeing another person face to face. But it's like with these work at home jobs, honey, I've done popped up on camera so many times and had to talk before strangers. It's like you get comfortable with it, even with being introverted, antisocial in nature. Like, I'm that type of introvert. Like, I was already in the house before the pandemic. Now that a bitch trying to get out the house and trying to do some more work, trying to look towards, actual spa spaces, these motherfuckers want to darn on talk about, oh no, your ass now got to be in the house at this such and such time, stores closing. You can't do no darn on real estate or nothing because of this darn on social distancing shit. So it's like, ugh. Temporary setback, but we still moving forward nonetheless. Like I said, we going to get this darn on online together. That way when this shit makes a return, a resurgence as you want to call it, like I said, we go looking at this darn on low vernacular darn on grammar for some of these people, honey, just in case they come across my video. I'm using the appropriate darn on synonyms on y'all level so y'all can understand it. So for y'all that don't know research, not my darn on subscribe, but these motherfuckers was, like I said, ooh, that shit burns my gears, because y'all know I was a C average student in darn on English. So if y'all know it, if the grammar is terrible for me, y'all know y'all doing something wrong, honey. But yeah, when this makes a return in the fall, aka a resurgence, honey, I will be darn on thoroughly prepared. I won't be as thrown off as this is, especially like when they just drop the news that, oh well, y'all going on winter break. Well, surprise, nope. They decided that when they do this shit again in the fall or / winter, whenever this darn on virus decides to make its resurgence, honey, a diva will be fully prepared. So, and it will behoove my fellow beauticians and anybody who has to work a self-employed job, honey, to do the same. Now, I don't know how this is going to work for mechanics and stuff, but although y'all shouldn't be on the road with y'all vehicles and stuff anyways. But I'm talking about like my business mechanics. Like, how is that? I guess if the business is closed or whatever, that y'all can still work. Ooh, it's just a whole lot of jobs that's going to be affected. Like, would the lawnmower people still have to work? That would be something. Like the actual company lawnmower, the maintenance crews and shit. Because it's like, hell, are we going to ignore, ordinances, for people who have to keep their grass at a certain level and all that shit? And then, of course, y'all know with this fan, every time, without fail, another reason why I be so glad to be from here, it's something about this darn on room. Because this shit don't happen in no other room but this one. I guess because my door be closed because of the fact that these walls are so thin that if you get to if I talk any louder, that I think my neighbor will be so able to somewhat hear me. That's a damn shame how thin these motherfucking walls is. That you could be having a regular tone conversation and the neighbor might be able to hear, especially if I was in the kitchen. It's like you can be talking regular and you can hear every single word. Like, it may not be able to hear my what I'm saying, but it's like the fact that I'm somewhat audible at this far distance from you, that's a damn problem. Another reason why I'm looking to get in a damn house. This damn virus done fucked up so much shit. I'll be ready for it to be over. But that's it. Oh, definitely. When this shit comes back in the winter, please let us be doing. We want to wish this in existence. Please let us be complaining from a damn house. Y'all pray that a bitch, when I come back with my complaint in the winter, that a bitch will be complaining from a house. But I keep y'all up to date. But that's my plan. I'm gonna go ahead and look into some purchases right now to make, and I will see y'all soon with more videos. Mwah.